Okay, let's be honest. Have you ever looked down at your desk or maybe your nightstand and just felt overwhelmed? Like you're staring into, I don't know, a spaghetti monster's lair of
Oh,
cables.
absolutely. Tangled wires,
Yeah.
way too many bulky power bricks.
Exactly. And you're always hunting for an available outlet, right?
Yeah.
While your phone's flashing that dreaded low battery warning. It's such a modern struggle.
It really is, for so many people.
Well, today we're doing a deep dive into something that promises to sort of tame that chaos. It's the Anker Nano USB-C 6-port charging station.
Right.
And our mission here is really to unpack what it claims to do, its features, the actual practical benefits. We're drawing from a pretty comprehensive review that calls it quite powerful for how small it is.
And that's the thing, isn't it? How much they've tacked into such a, well, compact device. It really feels like you could transform that messy charging setup into something sleek, efficient.
Yeah, because our device landscape, it's just exploded. It's not just phones anymore.
No way. It's phones, tablets, laptops, earbuds, watches. The list goes on. We're juggling so much tech.
Which means we desperately need, like, a single good charging solution. Have you ever found yourself just digging through drawers searching for the right brick for your specific device?
All the time. And this Anker Nano, its promise is basically to be that must-have thing to simplify all that complexity. It offers a sleek form factor, but with a pretty hefty 130 watts of total output.
Okay, 130 watts is serious power. But let's talk design first. The review mentions it's compact, understated.
It really is. Very minimalist. Feels quite premium, actually, with this matte finish that doesn't seem to attract fingerprints, which is always a plus.
Definitely a plus. How small are we talking, though, like compared to something familiar?
Well, the review describes it as roughly the size of maybe a chunky power bank, so it's surprisingly small.
Huh. Okay.
And that minimalist design, it's key, right? It means it can just blend in on a desk or a bedside table. It doesn't, scream, look at me, I'm a gadget.
Yeah, it doesn't draw unnecessary attention. And you mentioned it's small. Is it light, too? Like portable?
Incredibly light, yeah. Which makes it really ideal for travel, or maybe improving your work setup, or honestly, just decluttering the house from that pile of chargers we all seem to accumulate.
Decluttering is music to my ears. Okay, so it looks good, it's small, it's light, but the real test is performance, right? What can it actually do? You mentioned 130 watts. How many ports does it have to deliver that power?
It's got a 6-port layout. You get 4 USB-C ports and 2 of the older USB-A ports.
Oh, that's a good mix. So it covers both new stuff and older gear.
Exactly. It's ready for, say, the latest iPhone or a MacBook, but it also handles your, legacy gadgets that still use USB-A. Pretty versatile.
And the 130 watts total, is that just marketing, or can it genuinely handle charging multiple demanding things at once? Like, can I plug in my laptop and my phone?
That's the standout feature, according to the review. And no, it's apparently not just marketing fluff. It seems it really can simultaneously charge power-hungry devices like a MacBook and a phone without either one really suffering from slower speeds.
Okay, that's impressive. How does it manage that?
It uses intelligent power distribution. So think of it like a smart manager. And if you plug in something really power-hungry like a laptop, it'll prioritize the output for that, but it'll still keep your phone and maybe your earbuds topped up efficiently at the same time.
So it juggles the power automatically.
Precisely. And you'll see fast charging benefits, too, for devices like Google Pixels or iPads that support it.
Okay. So that claim of handling a MacBook and phone simultaneously, it generally holds up. Even with 130 watts split 6 ways, are there maybe any edge cases where it might feel a bit stretched? Like for someone with a really power-hungry setup, maybe a gaming laptop.
Yeah, that's a fair point. And the review does touch on that. It acknowledges that if you're someone who, relies heavily on really high wattage USB-C charging for super demanding devices like a proper gaming laptop, then yeah, that 130 watt split across all ports might occasionally fall just a little short.
Right, for those extreme cases.
Exactly. But the review stresses that for most people, even, say, professionals, juggling multiple devices like a laptop, phone, tablet, it'll handle the job brilliantly. It's designed for the vast majority of modern tech needs.
Gotcha. Okay, so beyond just the raw power, what about those quality of life things? Cable management is my personal nemesis. How does this help with that jungle of wires?
Well, the biggest win is consolidation, right? Instead of 5 or 6 chargers plugged in, each with its own cable trailing everywhere.
So you just have one hub.
Exactly. One tidy hub. The review actually shared a specific example where someone charged their phone, a tablet, wireless earbuds, a laptop, and a smartwatch all at the same time.
Wow, all 6 ports busy.
Yep, and apparently with zero issues. That's the kind of practical benefit that really cuts down on the clutter, especially in shared households or for anyone with a lot of tech.
That does sound appealing. Are there any other, like, subtle design touches that make a difference in daily use?
Yeah, the review pointed out a couple things. One is the slightly angled layout of the ports.
Angled. How does that help?
It just makes plugging and unplugging cables a bit easier, apparently. And maybe more importantly, it reduces the strain on the wires right at the connector, which could help them last longer.
Oh, that makes sense. Prevents that sharp bend.
Right. And also, there's a decent amount of space between the ports. So even if you have cables with, thicker connector heads, you're less likely to run into awkward overlaps or find you can't use adjacent ports.
That's thoughtful. It's those little annoyances that can make or break a product sometimes. Okay, what about reliability and safety? You plug all your expensive gadgets into this one thing. Does it run hot? Make weird noises? You want some peace of mind?
Absolutely crucial. And the review was really positive here. It specifically mentioned they never experienced any overheating, no buzzing sounds, no flickering lights, nothing like that.
Even when charging multiple things for hours.
Apparently so. It remained cool to the touch. And this reliability isn't accidental. It comes down to Anker's internal safety technology.
Like what kind of tech?
Things like sophisticated temperature control to prevent it from getting too hot, surge protection to shield your devices from power spikes, basically a suite of smart safeguards built in.
Okay, that's reassuring. Temperature control and surge protection are definitely important for protecting expensive electronics.
For sure. It's about protecting the devices and giving the user confidence.
So wrapping things up then, it sounds like the Anker Nano 6-port USB-C charging station really does come across as a near-perfect all-in-one solution for many people.
Yeah, it seems to strike a great balance. Power, efficiency, thoughtful design.
And packed into that small form factor, it delivers real value. Whether you're trying to streamline your desk setup or maybe pack lighter for travel, if you're juggling multiple devices every single day, this sounds like it could genuinely be a game changer.
It definitely seems like a strong contender for simplifying modern charging needs.
It really does. Which kind of leads to a final thought for you, the listener, to mull over. Well, given how quickly our devices and their charging needs keep evolving, what do you think is next? What kind of innovations might we see to simplify our power solutions even further? How do you think our relationship with cords and chargers is going to change in the next few years? Something to ponder.